Okay, peace and love, guys. Welcome back. Today I'm coming from this beautiful scenery, and I'm joined by the amazing Grace. She's a fellow Brit like me. Where are you from?
Bristol.
She's from Bristol. And how old are you?
28.
She's 28, so it's a beautiful age to be at. And how long have you been here in Puerto?
For 6 months, so since January.
6 months, wow. And how have you been occupying your time here?
Just doing lots of meditation, yoga classes, grounding myself, meeting amazing people, connecting. Yeah.
And you're going back to England, is that correct?
I am next month.
Wow.
For a little bit, just for a little poco.
So so what I really want to talk about today, or could you share with the world a bit about the yoni situation? Like, let's break that down.
Okay, so the yoni is your sacred area basically, and so I practice collecting my yoni blood and painting with it and using it in my plants.
Tell them what the yoni blood is if they don't know what it is.
Okay, so your period blood.
Okay, so, period blood. And yoni, what does yoni mean?
It's your womb, it's your sacral area. It's the reproductive system. It's just a nicer name than period.
Okay,
so,
yoni. And how do you spell yoni?
Y-O-N-I.
Okay, yoni. So and why, what's the process? So
it's a very sacred practice. It's been used for thousands and thousands of years. See, now this is where I'm stumbling already.
It's okay.
The Native Americans used to use it when the chief's wife was on her period cycle. They would all gather around the fire. It would be very sacred practice. They would collect the blood. They would offer it back to the earth to help grow for the circle of life.
Wow.
The chiefs would put it on their face before they went out to war. They would put it on their spears because it's just seen as a sign of strength and embodiment and empowerment, and it's coming straight from the sacred womb of Mother Earth, basically. It's only the last 150 years.
What happened? What changed? Why do we not do this no more? What happened?
Because the pharmaceutical industry has come in and they've basically made it unhygienic, it's dirty.
Yeah.
They're now trying to get us to use, tampons and pads.
What's wrong with the tampons?
Well, they're bleached. So you're putting bleached cotton inside of you, and your body is absorbing the toxins. So toxic shock syndrome is a thing, but even that, just over time, you're putting unnatural products inside your womb and it's absorbing it, and that's why women these days are getting so many more problems. Well, one of the reasons is because of they're putting this toxic cotton inside them, or even in the pads. Is still it's so close to such a sacred area that it's causing so many issues for people. And
women, they have a bit of shame and a bit of around the whole period thing.
It's a taboo now. You're not allowed to talk about it. It's dirty. Like, the stigma around it, society has basically said that you can't talk about it. If you're on your period, like, your dad could never know, like, no one can hear about it. But every single woman on this planet goes through this same cycle, and it's beautiful, and we have to get back in touch with this sacred area.
Yeah. And you said something about the pills and how they mess up
whereas before it was so natural for women to just bleed naturally, now as soon as you get to 14 you go to the doctors and they want to give you the contraceptive pill. This is basically, you're taking a tablet which is basically fake telling your body that it's pregnant, and then when you stop taking it, then your body tries to release the blood, but it's actually fake period. It's not a natural release of the eggs. And every single woman needs to go through this cycle to recreate life. This is the portal from one life to the next, and it should be sacred and loved. And society has just completely disconnected us from our bodies. So I'm trying to bring empowerment back to women and bring it back so that we can fall in love with ourselves again. And we can embrace it, embody it. It's empowering. It's such a sacred thing, and every woman should be excited to get their period, not ashamed and embarrassed or doing all they can to avoid having it. You need to release this from your body.
Amen. Well said. Congratulations. And what else on that subject? So
I paint with my blood, my yoni blood. So when I'm on my cycle, I collect the blood and I paint with it. And basically what that does is it's bringing the energy from your ancestors out of you, and you're bringing it into your reality now. So you're putting it onto paper or on your face, or giving it back to your the plants, anything, but you're getting that ancestral healing and you're putting it into this reality.
Powerful, very powerful, man. Very powerful woman, Grace is very powerful. And yeah, something else that, anything else you want to add onto that subject? Anything else you can think of?
Just that I really wanted all women to fall back in love with themselves, reconnect with themselves. I had an ayahuasca experience which told me that I needed to love my womb, and it was like a dried up garden. And there's so many women now that are, you know, they do things, they hate it. Your period comes and you're like, you have such a low vibrational frequency because you're like, oh, I can't wait for it to be over, or I don't want to be on my period now. This is what creates life. If you're starting off on that negative frequency, when you then come to the time to want a child, you're already vibrating on that low vibrational frequency. So you need to be embracing it, giving your body love, empowering it, so that when the time comes, if you did want to, you're already up on this high vibrational frequency to create new life.
So everything that they've designed for us is backwards, man.
So we're just trying to reprogram that brain.
Yeah, we're just trying to bring truth out.